just going to start recording because we're already talking about The Stand.
Yes.
Did she tell you to go on a? You must march on your feet to Israel. Like,
yes.
There's an ocean. God's what God wants. God's a big dick.
Well, I could take a boat, right? Does that count? Nope. No boat. Didn't say anything about a boat. Well, what the hell does that work?
You must
land
go alone.
Bridge.
You must go alone, and one of you will fall on the trek. But
wait a minute. Whoa.
No, I'm not doing that.
I say no.
Yeah.
Did you see that coming?
Yeah. Believe it or not.
Mama Abigail, Mama Moses, Grandma Moses. Now, this one was pretty good, but you were saying this was the boring one, but it's the next one that's the boring one because the next one is going to be them walking for 90 minutes. So it's the Lord of the Rings episode.
Yeah.
Where they just walk.
This happened last time I watched this where I was like, oh, part 3, here we go. And then I watched it, I'm like, oh, it's part 4. And I did the exact same thing. So now I officially know it's part 4 that has all the walking.
But it's 5 parts, right? Or is it just 4 parts?
4. We got one more to go.
Wow, that's it. Wow.
Yeah.
That's why it's called The Stand.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
On the 2020 version, the second to last episode is called The Stand. And the last episode is called The Circle Closes. I'm like,
yeah, I'm not looking forward to watching the new one at all.
Yeah. Welcome to LIW The Stand Review. I'm Phoenix West.
Dick it.
Today we're talking about part 3 of the 1994 version, The Betrayal. And
very good.
Very good.
Yeah, this one's good. This one's or I'd like to call this one Parker Lewis Gets Some. This is the Parker Lewis finally gets his nut off.
But not sex.
Not sex. Everything but sex.
Everything but that.
Yeah. So he's a high school student from the 90s.
Yeah.
So everything but sex.
We never rated The Dreams. I would also give that one an 8.
Yeah, I would say 8. Yeah.
All right. I said to do a little homework there and get that.
That's fine.
All right. So now we're talking about The Betrayal again. Doesn't this start off like it feels like you missed a part?
Yes.
Because it's suddenly it's very Walking Dead looking. How many times can we say that? But they're in a warehouse, and one of the guys is bleeding out, and he dies. And I found out his name is Mark because it's on the tombstone.
Yeah.
It's on the little piece of wood they put up, and I'm like, what happened to Mark? What the
and Gary Sinise is a doctor?
I guess.
So I guess he has medical training. That's his backstory that we never known.
You know, he just moonlit as a gas station attendant in East Texas.
Because he's talking about he's trying to get his appendix out, and he can't get it. And then he's like, "Oh well, his appendix is out. I can't get to his appendix." Gary Sinise.
Is that what he sounds like?
That's my best Gary Sinise.
I can't get to his appendix.
I can't get to his appendix. Forrest Gump. She left me die in Vietnam. But so he's there, and they got like 8 people with him. One of them's Ozzie Davis.
Yeah,
he's the great Ozzie Davis. He's there. He's judge. And
I got some news about Ozzie Davis.
Oh, well, he's dead.
He's deceased. That's not the news.
He passed away a while ago.
But Mick Garris during the commentary, because I watched the commentary, was talking about when they're doing because eventually, I mean, this is way forward in the episode, but I'll just say this because it talks about Ozzie Davis. They're in the room when they're having their meeting, you know, and Gary Sinise is up there, and then they show Ozzie Davis in the crowd, and he kept every time they cut to it, he'd be like, and finally he explained it. It's because they originally cast some guy who suddenly and they shot it with him, and then suddenly he got like the super flu, so he got whatever they got in the stand. He got Captain Tribs, but then he kept like almost getting better, then he'd get worse, and he'd get better, and then worse.
Wow!
Then he fucking died.
Wow.
So Ozzie Davis stepped in because of nepotism. It really was because
Ruby D is already cast. Yeah, it's like, shit, no kidding. So I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah. Did you say who the actor was that died? I guess we could look it up. But you can do research.
If you look at the close-ups of him, he says they had to go film that because they already shot the scene. So they had to go shoot those close-ups at like some weird church in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
So darker and doesn't match.
Wow.
And I never noticed it, so
crazy. Well, I know that this was all shot in Utah. That's what it said in IMDb. So this is pretty much predominantly everything. Vegas, everything is Utah.
Yeah.
Which explains a lot.
Everything.
It looks like Utah.
Yeah. Well, it's Utah for Colorado. It's not that far.
Yeah. No, I can imagine not.
Utah's just a little bit uglier, but they shot the. It looks good when they're outside.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it works. It does remind me of The Walking Dead though, with when that awful season where they took forever to set up in that town, and that one guy killed the other guy with a sword, cut his throat. Remember, like he fell into him, he cut his throat because he didn't know how to use the sword. They were having like a meeting in The Walking Dead, and he's pissed off because um, uh, the main guy, the sheriff, Rick Grimes, is like doing his wife or something, having an affair with his wife. And he goes, "You son of a bear!" He pulls the sword out, and the guy goes, "Ah!"
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't accidentally cut his throat or anything.
Well, no, he accidentally, because like he gets too close and he doesn't know how to use the sword, and he cuts the guy's throat because he tries to interfere, and he doesn't mean to, which is like the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah,
that's why I just do not care for The Walking Dead at all. I think the show sucks.
Well, yeah, in my notes I have it. This episode is Alexandria. They
yes.
get here, they're rebuilding.
Yeah,
but let's get our characters there because some of them aren't there.
Mark, there's about 50 characters that are introduced in this episode.
There's a funeral, and I don't think they stop introducing people in part 4. I think they're still introducing people.
Are they really? Because I mean, because we'll get to the point toward the end when the big event happens when they said when Gary or Faye wakes up or Fran wakes up, she goes, "How many?"
Yeah,
20. 20. I was like 20. There was like 20 in the room. How was there 20 dead people?
I don't know.
And there was 20 people in the council because that's what they set up in this one is
Ruby
Dee disappears. So Mama Moses disappears. She goes on her walkabout with God, and no one knows what happened to her. And so they set up a council, and they basically vote. Corin Nemec's the one that says, "How about you just let all of them be on the council, no voting?" And he said, "Yeah," and
he does it all sarcastically.
Yeah, and then they sing the national anthem, which was awkward.
Yeah. All right, backtrack a little bit because they're not even there yet. Franny and Stu, they're like getting there.
Yeah,
it starts off and they're by the water, and then she looks like she's in a painting. And Gary Sinise comes up and he's like, "Hey,"
that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then they totally bang, and Harold just like they show Harold. I almost want to get a picture of it because he has a wrench and he has a screwdriver and he's going.
Yes, yeah. he's trying to fix his bike. I don't think he knows what he's doing.
He looks more like he's trying to fix the wrench.
Yeah.
He's just
maybe
with a screwdriver.
Maybe he's going to tighten it. I
don't know, but he doesn't get anywhere near it. And then suddenly he stands up, and they come out, in their walk of shame, and they're like, "We have something to tell you." He's like, "Oh, I heard it. I know.
No, I saw. Congratulations.
You owe the inside of my jeans an apology because they are filthy now." Yeah, he does a pretend handshake, and he looks clean now. All his zits are gone.
Yeah, all his zits are gone. So again, it's like, how could he be cleaner when he has no access to a bath?
The whole thing is he's growing up. Like
is that what it is? Is that the idea?
But because he's supposed to be a big fat guy, he's supposed to be like really thin by now.
Okay,
they took out the rest of his ass part. They got rid of that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. He's cool with them banging, and then we cut to Ratman and Lloyd, and they welcome Trash Can.
Yes, Ratman makes his appearance. Hey, the white man brought me. He's okay. Whitey, Whitey.
When they show Ratman and Lloyd, I just go, both of those men are dead.
Yeah.
And you know who's on the commentary? Miguel Ferrer.
Oh,
he's actually there, and that man's funny and charming.
He is funny.
I want to have met him.
Yeah. The closest you can get is George Clooney because that was his cousin.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Miguel Ferrer was Jose Ferrera's dad, or Miguel Ferrer is Jose Ferrera's son. He was married to Rosemary Clooney. And I think Rosemary Clooney is Miguel Ferrer's mother. So that's why, again, nepotism in Hollywood, these people are all connected.
Weird. I have no idea about any of that.
Yeah, that's where that comes from.
Well, at least both those guys can act, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, no, they're fine. Yeah, I like both of them.
Same thing with Ozzie Davis. He can act.
Well, yeah. I mean, Ozzie Davis is one of the best, one of the greats we had. He was great in Bubba Hotep as John F. Kennedy.
I still have, what?
He's John F. Kennedy.
What the fuck?
Oh, Bubba Hotep's great.
You aware?
Well, he's nuts. He's crazy.
Okay.
Because he's in an old folks home with Elvis, who's portrayed by Bruce Campbell is Elvis.
Yeah.
But because the thing is, he swapped identities. He was Elvis, and he swapped identities with a mimic because Elvis wanted to get away from it all, and then he took over and he died, and then he was like kind of left alone to do his own thing, and he became kind of poor and he lost everything, and then his roommate is Ozzie Davis, who thinks he's John F. Kennedy.
I always wanted to see that movie, but I never could pull the trigger on it. I'm like,
it's good. It's worth a watch. Yeah, if you have nothing to do and you're bored, go watch it. It's a lot of fun. It's actually pretty good.
Well, I still have that other list we got to get through. So I have to watch Near Dark, Heart of Darkness, Shadow the Vampire, Hardware, and The Outside from 2020 that you told me about.
The Outside
TV series.
Oh, The Outsider.
Outsider.
Yeah, Outsider with Patty Constantine, who gets he's in the beginning and then he gets big. His part gets bigger as the show progresses. He's like, oh, good, Patty's back.
There's also a Patty movie that you told me about that I saved.
Oh, Dead Man's Shoes.
Yeah, that one.
Awesome. Yeah, Dead Man's Shoes is. I can't believe you haven't watched that one yet. If you like Patty Constantine, watch it today. That movie's amazing.
Okay. Yeah,
that movie's great. That movie's awesome.
And
get in your fucking car and drive away.
Dead Man's Shoes. All right.
Yeah, good
anyway,
movie.
So where the hell are we? The whole town, they have their little meeting. Yeah. Well, first of all, Stu's group arrives in Boulder. They meet Mother Abigail.
Oh, and Nadine is with Stephen King.
Yeah.
Driving over, and he's like, "Hi, you got that dream again?"
You know, it was funny as I was watching the commentary with her, and where Stephen King is doing his commentary, and he's like, I love acting. I love acting. I also love playing guitar, but I'm probably better at acting. I'm like, you must be terrible.
Terrible at guitar. Yeah, I know. Absolutely.
This is the one project Stephen King's in where I think he's actually good.
Yes.
He's fine.
He does. Yeah. He does come off as normal.
I said that out loud. And then he says in the commentary, he goes, I wasn't playing a character. I was just playing myself. And I go, there you go. That's all you have to do. Don't do weird shit.
Very good. You don't got to be covered in moss and blow your head off with a shotgun in Creepshow.
No.
Or be some weirdo redneck preacher talking about kids getting horny in the backwoods of something, like in Sleepwalkers.
Ugh. Sleepwalkers is also directed by Mick Garris.
Yes. Which is odd because this is actually really well done. Yeah. And Sleepwalkers is very goofy.
Mick Garris has done more Stephen King adaptations than Frank Darabont has.
Yes, he has. Yeah.
He's like his go-to guy.
Yeah. And I don't mind him. I think Mick Garris is pretty good. He's not terrible. Like, The Stand is solid. The Stand, if I would have seen The Stand, I probably would have had a lot more respect for Mick Garris for a longer time. Yeah. But, the Stand is really impressive. I'm glad I'm finally watching it because I am enjoying it.
I would say if you're into this and are interested in Mick Garris, go check out his show Postmortem on the YouTube. He brings like Wes Craven and Toby Hooper and all these like.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I wanted to watch that.
Good show. It's a good. Yeah. It's just them talking. That's all it is. But I like hearing what the directors have to say, especially because they're talking about their time. Like he has John Carpenter in there, and John Carpenter just trashes everybody. Like fuck Hollywood, basically.
Fantastic.
But
Wes Craven's dead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're all either dead or their careers are done because they're like, fuck this.
Pretty much, yeah.
He even had Rob Zombie on there. Rob Zombie was a fun interview. He didn't sing, so that was part of it.
Well, Rob Zombie's funny. Like, I like Rob Zombie as a person.
We will never convince Adam on our other show.
Adam hates Rob Zombie.
He's fucking hilarious.
I like Rob Zombie. I think he's funny. His movies are terrible, but he's funny.
His music is not as bad as his movies, but
but it's like dumb. Well, I think he gets it. Like, he understands what his music is. He's not trying to be pretentious. He's like, you know what? It's rockabilly shit, whatever. But I got mad because they released, they said, there's a new super group out. It's Rob Zombie, Nikki Sixx, the guy from Black Sabbath, and somebody else. And I'm like,
not Ozzy.
That's not a super group. It's just a bunch of old guys forming a band for a side gig. And I guess they did a cover of some song. I can't remember what it is, but it's out, and I haven't listened to it. But I'm sure it sounds the same as all the other covers that Rob Zombie has done.
I bet they did a metal version of what's his name's song from Donnie Darko. Obviously, it wasn't originally his, but the Tears for Fears song.
Oh, Mad World.
Yeah, Mad World. I bet they do a metal cover of that.
It's gonna be a mad world.
Yeah, I can.
Do 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 do.
I hope they do that. Do 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 do.
I think it's kind of funny. I think it's sad.
The dreams of which I'm dying with the best I've ever had. There's no actual guitars. It's just them in like the bathroom singing.
Making all the noise over the guitars.
I would listen to that if they did it really sarcastically. I'd listen to the hell out of that.
I think a super band should do that. Have some balls, super band.
Put out the worst thing you can.
And it'd probably make $1 million.
I'd go see that live. If they're like, I have a microphone. Am I doing this?
we don't have instruments. That's our gig. That's our shtick for this tour. No instruments.
And our special guest for this song, that guy from Disturbed, and he comes out and just goes, ooh, ooh,
I did learn about Stupefy, though. I guess that was written by Disturbed. The song Stupefy is about, I guess he was going out with a Mexican girl, and his family didn't understand it, so he didn't understand why they didn't understand it.
Big phone break.
Sorry, I got DoorDash coming.
Oh, okay, nice.
So I might have to. It'll probably take half an hour before I get it, though.
All right.
Hopefully, we'll be done with this episode before I get my DoorDash.
Hopefully,
I think it's possible.
If not, bring the delivery driver on the podcast.
Yes.
Hello, I got pizza delivered last night. I just thought of this because it pertains to. And the guy shows up and hands me the pizza. I'm like, cool. I also got a 2-liter Pepsi. He goes. He sounded like this. They didn't give me one.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I go, cool, man. He goes, so I'll have to go get it. I'm like, all right, yeah. Do you expect me to say no? Forget it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I want my 2-liter.
Yeah, it's $3 there. I fucking paid for it.
No, I got a chicken parmesan sandwich the other day. They had no sauce on it, which was like that's the whole point of chicken parmesan sandwich. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? He said it was good, but it had no fucking sauce. It would have been way better. So I was kind of pissed about that. That was like not cheap either.
Yeah.
Because that was Chefs of New York, the fucking high-end Italian restaurant, which is like not that good. So I was eating my chicken parm watching Werewolf MST3K. That's what I was watching. That was last week. Werewolf? Werewolf?
I love that girl. All right. So, yeah, they have their meeting. They elect the group. Mother Abigail leaves during the meeting. Later that night, Larry meets up with Nadine. She just walks up to the porch, and then he makes
yeah.
Get back inside, bitch.
Yeah, I thought that he's married to that girl. He goes, get back inside, honey. I gotta take care of this former pussy of mine who wouldn't let me have it.
All she does is go inside, and while her child's sleeping next to her, she just cries. That's all she does. And then he's outside being like, "It's okay, you're okay," and hugs her.
Yeah.
Eventually just pulls her away and shoves her to the ground.
Well, because she's just nuts. She's crazy.
Fuck right off, Nadine.
Yeah, she's I'm sorry. Yeah, Nadine is fucking crazy.
Yeah, Nadine is not as crazy as what's her name?
Amber Heard.
No.
Because Amber Heard is playing Nadine in the new one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's fitting.
She's not as crazy as Saw Girl, whose name is
Shani Smith.
Yeah, Shani Smith. She's fucking like lunatic crazy.
But she hasn't. I thought she was going to show up in this episode, but she doesn't show up. She's in the next one, yeah, because it's the last one. I mean, shit, she's got to be in the next one.
Yeah, she meets up with. Obviously, she's on the evil side, so
yes,
she shows up and she's truly insane. But yeah, he kicks her to the curb and goes back inside and hugs what's her name?
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you, honey.
Are you starting to like Larry a little bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. I'm like, yeah, the first episode he's in, they're just introducing him. He doesn't really get a whole lot to do, but I like him more in this episode because he gets to talk amongst the group.
Yeah, and he's part of the council, and he's brought in, and he's kind of like, why am I part of the council? But he just sort of accepts it, and he's the one that has the big because the council has to make decisions for the town, and they come to this conclusion that they're going to have to send people to Vegas.
Yeah,
and he's the one that sort of says, we're sending these people to die, and like he has a whole kind of like moral problem. And Gary Sinise kind of just looks at him and goes, "Yeah." Gary Sinise is just like, "It has to be done. It has to be done." And but again, at the end of the episode, they all go anyway. So it's like they're making
twice
peace with their decisions because it's going to happen on them coming up in the end of the episode.
Well, not even a guess. Mother Abigail literally goes, "One of the motherfuckers is dying."
Well, no, yeah, well, that's at the end, yeah. Because Abigail comes back, but we'll get to that because we need to get to the part where they send off the 4 people. It's my favorite Martian, Ozzie Davis.
I love when they tell
other guys
because they're on the porch.
Yeah,
and
it's Larry,
just Larry and Ozzie, and like, they're having a little chit chat, kind of talking around the issue before. And Larry's like, "All right, now we need to talk." And he goes, "I know why I'm here. I know what you're doing. You're probably it's the first thing I thought about when I thought about what we need to do is send scouts. So when do I leave?" He's like, "No." And he's like, "All right, I'll leave." And I'll just take my truck. I'm assuming you don't want us to know about each other. He's like, "That's right." And so he leaves. No more Ozzie Davis.
Oh, that's right. They had the dummy retard go, and that's Rob Lowe's idea. Rob Lowe makes the dummy retard go, but they hypnotize him out of nowhere.
I hate this reveal because it is so cheesy. Because the reveal of the plan, because they're all sitting around a picnic table in the backyard, and Rob Lowe stands up and is like, and then the Chris Penn looking dude goes, "I think Nick has an idea. It looks like a doozy." I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
If only it was Chris Penn. That'd be so much better.
He has a fucking idea.
He's got an idea. Let's listen to him.
That'd be great. You're just swearing nonstop. I'm like, "Chris, I'm sorry. This isn't Taryn. You can't.
It's TV, Chris. I know you just did True Romance and you said fuck every other word.
You got to calm it down."
Fine, whatever. Get Tom. Where's Tom Sizemore? He should be in this too.
Just replaces the cast.
He casts all his buddies from his previous movies.
So they cut to doing hypnotism on Tom, and Tom wrote. I want to come up with a clip for the last episode that we do. It's just all Tom self-disparaging notes. Maybe other people calling him a big dummy retard, and then Tom being like, "You're sending me because I'm retarded. I'm dumb. Nobody likes me."
You're afraid I'm going to have a dummy baby with a girl.
Yeah.
I'm going to impregnate a girl, have a dummy retard baby. I was like, this is fucked up.
I know.
Jesus Christ. Like, where are they going with this?
Yeah. So
I was like, really?
And they're like telling him travel at night, sleep during the day.
Yeah.
Come back, find what you say, or tell us what you say.
What they want to know because they have airstrips in Vegas, so that's where they have nukes and they have army bases. So they're worried that they're going to be handling weapons that are going to launch, like they're going to have fighter pilots and people who are training to fly jets over Boulder and blow it up. Basically, that's the idea.
Turns out they are.
And they are, yeah.
Because when Tom leaves, Tom's on his little bicycle. I don't know why.
He's on a bike.
He can't drive a car. He's on his bicycle.
He can't go with Ozzie Davis in his truck, I guess, but whatever.
And he gets ready to leave, and he has the tag on his sleeve, and Rob Lowe pulls it off. He's like, "Oh, I think you always forget that stuff. I hate being retarded."
Yeah. You wouldn't be self-aware of your retardation, I don't think.
I think you'd be aware, like you are, but you wouldn't say I hate it because it's all you like.
Well, like you'd be like, "Well, I'm just special. That's what I've been told. I'm special." No, you're a fucking dummy retard. We don't want you here because you're going to pregnant a woman and have retard kids.
Yeah, you're going to taint the gene pool, and there's a limited amount of people.
So these are the good guys we're talking about. It's like, wait a minute, how is Flag not going to see through that?
Well, if you make it that harsh, he's gonna be like, "Oh,
I fuck those.
Maybe those people belong with me."
I'm gonna go blow them up for sure. Now they don't like retards. I love retards. Look at Trash Man.
Video games, my friend. Just calm down.
Jesus, yeah, I'm gonna say, go down to Circus and you play all you want. Give us a bunch of quarters.
Get
the go dummy retard. Have fun.
Taint our gene pool here. That's fine. Oh my God.
I don't care what showgirl you put your thing in and make retard kids with. I don't care.
And Mother Abigail's against me.
Holy shit. A bitch.
Damn.
She said you gotta walk here? Walk here?
You rode a bicycle here?
Everybody took a bus. I had buses for them. I bussed them in.
I send a bus to Boulder once a week, and they make
it has air condition and it has a video cassette player with TVs in it.
You can watch Sleepwalkers all the way here.
Shit, all of Mick Garris's movies. But that's it. Nothing else.
That's it.
That's all you get.
Only if CBS produced it.
What about Christine? Get the fuck out of my bus.
You big dummy retard. Get out of here.
Big dummy retard. Yeah, you are dumb. Get out of here.
I could have carried you on my crow back. Damn.
Well, there's a that's right. The crow is always flying around. There it is.
I brought it in finally.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna have to buy that just to listen to the commentary.
It's worth it for the commentary alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get that. I'll just buy it on Amazon because I'm sure it'll be like $5.
I watched the making of feature on here, and turns out I've seen it 1,000 times because at the end of part 4, after it would end, it would go to that. At the end of the video cassette, and it's 5 minutes long, and it's people. Yeah. It's like an interview with Stephen King, and that's about it.
It was basically the promo for the miniseries when it premiered. That's all it was. Yeah.
Calling it a making of is almost criminal.
Well, they do that all the time. They cheat.
They don't talk about the making of it at all.
No, it's just I had a dream about sickness, and I want to do a book about sick people, and it just turned to The Stand.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
I'm Stephen King.
We have they send out Tom. He leaves. We have a really long before Tom leaves. We have a really long Harold and Nadine scene.
Yes,
it goes on for like 8 or 9 minutes.
Yes,
where she's.
Well, throughout the whole episode, Flag is talking to Nadine.
Yeah,
telling her to go get Harold. Like make Harold
fuck him.
No, well, because you're mine, but you can do whatever you want with him. But you stay away from his. You keep him out of your cooter. You're mine. And that's basically what happens.
Yeah, he was also on the commentary. That guy.
Jamie, Flag.
Yeah, Jamie, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Jamie Sheridan, and because he didn't want to do this, he's like, I don't want to play a bad guy in a Stephen King movie. And then he read the book. He goes, all right, I'm on.
Well,
yeah, but.
When you're an actor and they say, hey, do you want to roll? You usually say yes.
Depends.
It's a job and you get paid.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's in the position to say no at any point.
No, I don't think he is.
I've seen him in stuff before. Like he usually plays like a senator or like the Pentagon dude, you know?
Yeah, he's always like a military guy or like he's the upper echelon.
Oh, yeah, he's in Spotlight, the Ice Storm, which is great. Sully. He's in a ton of stuff.
I can't remember who he was in Sully.
I could tell you here, but before this though, he's in an episode of St. Elsewhere and a bunch of other stuff. But Stanley and Iris, so he worked with De Niro, maybe.
Was he Iris?
It's where he wore a Canadian tuxedo. It's weird. He's Ben Edwards in Sully. I've never seen it, so.
Oh, Sully's not bad. It's just kind of boring.
It doesn't look interesting to me, and I love it.
It's fine. It's just like the problem is there's no conflict, so they make up a conflict because in the reality of what happened, he was a hero, but they have to make him look like, oh, you weren't a hero. Well, I mean, they never did that in real life, so it's all fake.
Well, the problem is they did that already. It's called Flight.
Yeah, and it's basically Flight Part 2, except no cocaine.
No cocaine or alcohol.
There's alcohol, but no cocaine.
Oh, there's an old man.
There's an old man with booze, but no cocaine. No John Goodman saving the day at the end of the movie.
I didn't even watch Flight. I just have zero interest in these stories. I'm like, no, I'm good. I love Denzel.
It's hilarious.
I love Clint Eastwood.
Flight is worth watching just for the end when he's going to go, like he's going to go testify about the flight because he's under scrutiny because he's a drunk and he's a drug addict, and he's fighting his demons, and his room in the hotel is no booze at all. There's nothing in it, but there's a door to the other room and it's left open. So he walks in and the bar is full. So he just goes, okay. And he drinks everything.
They do this.
Yeah. He drinks every bottle of booze. So in the morning, he's like on the ground with broken bottles everywhere. And John Goodman is called in. He goes, oh my God, I can fix this right now. So he he gets his cocaine out and he gives him a bunch of cocaine. And the next scene is like, they have a song player. I can't remember the song, but it works great. And it's basically, hallelujah. It's just him all just normal, walking down the hallway, ready to go. Like he is no problem at all. So cocaine saves the day in flight.
Do they play Pink Floyd's "Comfortably Numb"?
I can't remember. I only saw it once. And
My
I don't
hands
remember.
felt just like two
balloons. Like I hope so. I feel like they should.
Or sweat like two balloons, as you say.
It's sweat.
Balloons in their sweat.
Sweat. I don't understand what he's saying.
Let's get back to the actual story. There's a really long Nadine Harold scene because there's a setup where she's flirting with him, and then finally she says, "You can have everything but that," and she totally blows him, and he's sitting on the couch, all
that was great. Goes, I feel bad for you because you didn't get it. Oh, I enjoyed it, honey.
It's like, I can't imagine they did anything for you. Like, oh, don't worry, Harold. She says everything like that.
Yeah, that's right. She doesn't say Harold.
Yeah, she does like a crazy voice.
Yeah, she's nuts, and I think she plays it pretty good. Yeah, I think she's trying to do a character thing, and it works because Nadine's just off. Nadine is just not, like, I feel bad for her because she doesn't choose to be crazy. She's being haunted by Flag.
Yes.
So it's like she is not a bad guy. She's just being used by a bad guy because she's just a dumb, innocent person who doesn't know what's going on.
And they did a really good job in the first part where they introduced her in part 2.
Yeah.
Because they introduced her and you could tell she wants to live a normal life and go with Larry. Yeah. But he's literally not letting her.
And then she's just pure evil in this one. She's totally went that next step. Because by the end of this episode, she's like full blown evil, and so is Harold. Yeah. They're both full blown evil. And even his I don't know if I buy Harold becoming that bad, because I just feel like he's already kind of just pissy, but he's not a psycho. But then he becomes a full-on like homicidal maniac making bombs in his basement.
Well, the whole thing is, and this ties into Mother Abigail too, is they get one sin. So his sin is envy. He wants.
Oh, okay. Is that okay?
And it makes him turn into the other side. And Mother Abigail starts to get pride.
It's pride, yeah.
That's why she goes off and does her little mission on her own.
Right.
She can calm the fuck down because she stops hearing God at that point. That's why she has to go.
That's why she's doing. Okay.
Yeah. I only found that out because of
the commentary.
Yeah.
You talked. Well, I kind of figured that. She does talk about that as she's praying, and she's like, "Pride is my sin. I can't hear you anymore. And I'm taking this like I'm the leader, and I'm not. I'm nobody." And then she kind of
has to go. A little more obvious, but Harold made sense once I heard that.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah,
but then what's so is Gary Sinise wrath?
Gary Sinise doesn't really have. He's not a part of that. It's just
is he okay?
Yeah, they're just there to facilitate what Mother Abigail and therefore God wants. So they're going to do their own thing. But so Harold and Nadine fuck. Suddenly he gets an idea to build a bomb because in a dream that looks like Freddy Krueger would show up, he sees a bunch of explosives. So then he goes down to the basement and he's building a bomb with some he's got literal rolls of dynamite. And he's just taping them, and he's a total asshole to Nadine. Like, he's abusive already.
And he's got, "Don't bother me, Nadine. I'm murder. You know that this is liquid nitrogen. Old dynamite could blow up in my hands in a second. Why don't you go away?"
Yeah, he's a total dick to her. It's like they're in the middle of an 8-year terrible marriage.
This is the 7-year itch.
And they've been dating for 3 days.
I think about that. If all of that.
And I love when they show him building the bomb after she leaves the room, and then they pan over and they show he's building it off like 3rd place award for some middle school or something like that. The pamphlet says something like stupid, like he's blowing stuff up.
That's funny.
He has Nadine. She goes and puts it in Nick's closet under some stuff.
Yes,
they have their meeting there. And then,
was it Nick's place or was it Fran and I think it's Fran's place or Fran and Gary Sinise's place?
It's someone's house. I don't know.
It's someone's house where they have the council meeting.
Yeah, where they have the council meetings because Harold wants to blow them all up.
So here's the thing that I had a problem with. So Rob Lowe blows up. He dies in this episode, which was so out of. But if it's the second to last episode, so I guess it's all right. He can go. Yeah. Because I didn't I thought there was going to be 2 more after. I was like, wow, he didn't last very long. Was it? Well, since this is the second last one, so I guess he did last pretty long, so that's fine. But I just like how oh God, and he blows up. He has the he says something. And blows up.
they're all sitting there having their meeting, and then suddenly they hear a little girl outside yelling, "She's back! It's Mother Abigail! She's back!" Couple of them run outside, and then they all start getting visions of the bomb going.
We gotta get out of this house.
Yeah, so
the guy, Chris Penn says that.
Yeah, the main cast leaves, except for Rob Lowe, who goes to the closet and opens up the bomb for some fucking reason.
Well, I guess he's the one that finds it, and then the radio's on it, and Harold goes, this is Harold, and I'm blowing you up, sound, mind, and body, blah blah blah."
Yeah,
and then he blows up. But here's the thing. So they're in the living room having the meeting, and I could swear there's like maybe 6 people in the living room.
It's 6 people,
if that, and it's all the actors. Like they've been on the show. I don't know who the fuck they are because they don't have time given to them at all. But I think 2 of them were the people that started the power factory.
They say his name. I don't remember what it was.
And her name, and there's a few other people. But then, because it blows up, and Franny gets hit, and she's knocked out. So they wake up in the hospital, and she goes, "How many died? How many?" And Carrie sees like, "I can't tell you." She says, "Tell me." And he goes, 20. Like, 20. He's 20.
He's like Nick Andros.
Yeah.
Carla. Jose.
Smithy.
Joe.
Alan Smithy. Mick Garris.
And he
Tabitha Stevens.
12 names. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I guess the upstairs must have been packed.
Apparently. And this bomb was so big, it took out all of them because most of them got out of the house before the bomb went off.
As you know, in that closet, we have our 7 Minutes of Heaven. We were playing that right then.
Apparently, that closet had nothing but nails in it because they just everything blows up. The whole house is made out of gasoline. Yeah. And it just all blows up. 20 people die when I saw 10 get out of the house.
It was kind of get dynamite, and that would blow up the room, but it wouldn't blow
the whole house gets blasted. It's hilarious. Yeah. So, and then that's basically, and then Mama Abigail's dying. She's in the hospital. She tells them, "I got to send 4 of you to Vegas. You're going to walk there, and most of you ain't coming back, or one of you's not going to come back."
You got to say, "God told me,
yeah,
the motherfucker's got to walk to Vegas now. One of you will fall." That's what she says. One of you will
before
fall.
You even get there.
Yes.
Yeah. So one's going to die before they even get there.
Yes. So
my bet's on Chris Penn.
That's okay. So who's the 4? It's Larry.
Yeah.
Chris Penn character, who's I know his name, but Ralph. So
yeah, Ralph. Marvin the Martian.
Yeah. Which one? The old man.
The old man.
Yeah, the old man. The other one. The other old man.
The other old man.
Whose name is Glenn, and then Stu. So those 4 have to walk. Send the old man to walk.
No, Larry. Larry goes.
Yeah, that was the first one I named.
Is that okay?
Larry, Ralph, Stu.
Larry, Ralph, Stu, and Glenn. Okay, yeah.
So they have to walk to fucking Vegas from Colorado, not Utah, where they're filming, which would be shorter.
A lot cheaper. Colorado, a lot better.
Colorado. Goddamn. So basically, Stephen King's whole thing was the Rockies are the ones that are separating them. They're on the other side of the Rockies. That's the whole thing. That's why he did it this way.
Okay.
But I'm thinking walking on foot down the Rockies, holy shit.
That'd be awful.
And then down the rest of the state, because Las Vegas is down at the bottom of Nevada. That is a long fucking walk.
Well, I mean, they got paved roads all the way to Vegas, so I guess it's not that bad. You just got to stay on the highway.
Yeah, which it seems like you want to stay off, because if they have scouts.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're too busy having fun in Vegas. They're not going to waste their time.
Yeah. Even more fun in the remake, because I saw some titties.
Yeah.
On the post-credit show yesterday.
We're streaming. We can do whatever we want. Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's better.
Yeah.
Just because you can show this shit doesn't mean it's going to be better.
Yeah. I kind of like this series, the 94 series, is a little like quaint. It's not, there's no swearing. There's no real violence. It's all implied and everything. Like, you could tell some wicked shit's going on in Vegas, but they don't show it. It's just kind of like, they're even cleaning up in Vegas, like putting everything in trash.
Yeah, I saw that interesting. They're really doing a good job at cleaning the whole town up. I'm like, well, shit, at least they're trying. But there's that one part where the dummy retard is driving away, and a girl looks at him. Who's that girl?
She was in the church meeting. She was next to Mick Garris's wife, the other blonde.
Oh, so was she one of the scouts? Is that what it is? Yeah. So she is the scout that's there. Okay.
Yeah, the scouts are Tom, Ozzie Davis, that girl whose name I do not know and will not even look up.
Yeah.
And I forget who the fourth one is. No idea.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think it's just another guy.
Yeah, it's just they don't tell you who goes; they just go. So maybe that's the big reveal you find out at the end. But so is this prediction time? I got to figure out what happens in the last episode, or
before we do that, I just want to say Mark Frost's dad shows up, and it's Warren Frost. So there are a lot of connections to Twin Peaks in the series, a lot, because Mark Frost created Twin Peaks with the Madman.
Well, I guess Mark Frost is more crazy than David Lynch, though.
They're both insane people, but his dad plays the doctor. Comes in at the end. Warren Frost is in a ton of stuff.
I got my DoorDash is coming
right now.
It's approaching. That means it's 5 minutes away.
Okay, that's all right. You can always go grab it and then we'll finish. But
yeah, I know. I might have to go look outside real fast.
That's all right.
Hold on. Let me. Go ahead. I'll keep it unmuted so I can talk. You can hear me.
Yes. Can't wait. I hope he brings the guy in. Let's have eats lunch with him. Okay, so I guess I'll just talk.
No, he's not here yet. He's probably stupid. He's probably going to know to drive down the gravel road. But the door's open, so I'll just wait.
DoorDash is like, the DoorDash gods tell us you got to walk on foot to look at that stuff.
It's Indian food.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm excited. It's a good spot.
I've only had Indian food once in the last 12 years, 15 years.
Oh, I got addicted to it in LA because my buddy was Indian and he worked at an Indian restaurant, and it was like the best Indian food I've ever had. I was like, oh my God.
I know the thing about Indian food is it's impossible to take a good picture of it.
It all looks like baby shit. Yeah, it's gross.
Goop, but it's fucking delicious goop.
It's very good. Get that naan. It's you eat with a fork. You eat with your fingers.
Yeah,
like a real man.
So, yes, prediction time. Do you want to give your predictions for episode 4?
Well, I kind of know what happens because I've seen it. I know Trash Can Man blows up Vegas with a nuke. Because I guess he betrays Flag, or he just does it because he's nuts. He's like, he doesn't know the difference. He's just going to blow everybody up because it's fun. Oh, there they are. Hold on.
All right.
And you tell the viewers what's happening. I don't know.
I don't know. You're on camera, microphone. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, part 4 is interesting. It does have that really long, extended walking sequence that goes on forever. And Dick doesn't know that just because you fall by the wayside on the trip there doesn't mean you die. Sometimes you literally fall. It's even on the back of the Blu-ray. It's Stu right there against the car with the dog. I don't know why they brought the dog. What's the dog going to do on the way to Vegas? Is it going to maybe hunt the food for you? Not that fucking dog. That dog's not going to do a goddamn thing. But part 4 does have the long walk, and it fucking goes on forever. And they finally arrive in Vegas, and that's when shit goes crazy. And they have some really terrible CGI, and I'm looking forward to watching that again in Blu-ray quality.
Fantastic.
Yeah. All right, so predictions. I mean, you sounds like you kind of know what happens anyway, but
yeah. Well, I just don't know who dies exactly. I do know that Nadine kills herself because that was spoiled for me when I watched the comparison YouTube video for the new one and the old one, and that's about it. I know Harold dies. His bike goes off a cliff or something.
That shit is fucking awesome.
But why is it? I don't know why it goes off a cliff. Does he do it on purpose?
Yeah, he's driving down the road on his bike, and then I think he sees Flag, and he kind of swerves around him because Flag's used him at this point. He doesn't need him anymore. He's done with him. Yeah. So he flies off a cliff, and he's just sitting down there like, when I saw Austin Powers, remember when?
I'm very hurt, but I'm still alive.
That reminded me of this because he's down there screaming.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
that would be fun to watch.
And then he pulls out a gun, and you hear it go off, and then all the characters like, Harold's dead. Like, they all know it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So basically it passes from Mother Abigail kind of like down to the rest of them that were in the group. How's your food look? Where's the driver?
Oh, there he's gone. He left. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done with you.
What a dick.
He got too much of a tip. I don't like how DoorDash automatically makes you tip them.
Yeah.
But it's like, This one was the medium tip was $9 and the minimum tip was $7. I'm like, really? I want to tip this guy $7? This food's already overpriced. Like DoorDash is no help to the restaurant. I know that.
No,
they rip off the restaurants, and it's like DoorDash is a terrible system.
It's all right. I still use it.
I use it because it's convenient, but it's just more expensive. You're basically overpaying by like 20%.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's just the convenience of not having to go anywhere and deal with it.
We order McDonald's, and for the three of us, we usually go there, and it's, I don't eat much for McDonald's, but you get some chicken nuggets, and it's $21 $50. You buy it from DoorDash, it's like 47. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How?
I guess my buddy works DoorDash, and he or she went to deliver it to the person. It was Taco Bell. It was oh fuck, what's his name? He created the West Wing, Adam Sorkin.
Oh.
And it was all Taco Bell. It was $50 worth of Taco Bell. And you can imagine how much food that is. And he gave her a $50 tip. So I was like, oh, that was nice. So Adam Sorkin's a nice guy, but I think he was just probably fucking high as shit and he wanted Taco Bell.
He's like, in order to get this, get this tip though, you got to walk down several hallways with me.
I would talk to you about my ideas about policy. Shut up, Aaron. Aaron Sorkin, yeah. Aaron Sorkin. Oh, he's so annoying. Love his stuff. I just hate him. I hate Aaron Sorkin. Love Social Network, but
a madman creates good stuff.
Yeah, it's just like, oh god, you're fucking shut up. Be quiet.
Stephen King, same way.
Yeah, same thing.
Tarantino, Stephen King, both lunatics that won't shut up.
No.
Yeah.
But Quentin Tarantino would be more, I think, more acceptable. He'd talk about movies, where King would talk about baseball.
I did meet Tarantino.
Yeah, I did too.
And I talked to him.
Yeah.
But I've never met Stephen King. I don't think I ever will because
he's an East Coaster. He'll never come to the West.
Yeah, I saw Tarantino in West, right by UCLA, like right in that area.
Yeah, Westwood.
The comic shop out there in Westwood. And I was walking around. He was there. Had started off with just three of us, and then it was like suddenly, and I was like, "Oh, yeah. I'm out."
Yeah,
backed out. I'm like, "This
man, what's going on?"
I'm like, he's talking to us, but he's not really talking to us. He's talking to himself.
Pretty much.
Backed away.
I don't think he likes being bothered though, because he was really standoffish. He's a standoff guy. I know everybody used to say the ArcLight he was an asshole, so you wouldn't want to be talked to. Well, but I just told him, "Hey man, you're a god. That's all I gotta say." And I shook his hand, and he says, "Okay." And he shook my hand. He goes, "Oh, okay, that was not. You're right. I am." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. You're Quentin Tarantino. You're pretty awesome."
Yeah.
But I did watch that Carl Urban movie with him. I didn't know it was him. The Pathfinder movie where Carl Urban was a Viking and in fighting Indians. It was a fucking awful movie. But I kept hearing laugh like I was like, who the fuck is laughing the whole time? And it was fucking Quentin Tarantino. He loved it. He had such a great time with Pathfinder. I was like, motherfucking Tarantino, constantly talking and laughing.
The only one that enjoyed it.
He's the only one. He likes bad shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that movie sucked. No, it's great. It's great. I loved it.
So this one ends.
Yes.
They have to walk to Vegas. Tom found out they're building a bomb on a jet. They're going to bomb Boulder. Yes. And he's in the back of a pickup truck. He's working with the mob.
Yeah, which makes me laugh because the mob, get out of here. What are you doing here? Get out of here, you fucking retard. You
that one guy.
Retard.
Because I told you to put the tools in the toolbox. What are you doing looking at the jet and taking notes mentally? Come on, get out of here.
Well, it's like you're spying or something. Get out of here.
What are you, spying for Boulder?
Stupid retard.
You fucking,
go make me a martini, you fucking retard.
You go make me some meatballs and some
cannelloni.
You slice some razor thin, and you get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here, dumb retard. He's from Chicago, not Boston, but whatever. I like the Gone Baby Gone.
General Mob.
Yeah, they're just totally.
Between the Italians and Irish. And
I still love the casino mob boss who's complaining about his taxes. You guys send me to fucking Vegas. It comes out of my pocket. I write taxes. I want tax write-off. Don't talk about tax write-off. What are you talking? You're not working for the IRS, Marty. What are you talking about taxes? What are you talking about, Marty? This isn't a normal job. Oh, that's funny. So, but yes, so far, I'm excited. But now, since you said shit, the last episode is the most boring episode. I'm kind of nervous.
I will say I like the last episode, but it is the worst. It is the worst.
Wow.
It does wrap everything up, obviously.
Yes.
There's terrible CGI coming your way.
I heard about a hand. I know there's a hand coming.
Oh, there's a hand, all right.
Yeah, I heard about the hand. I'm like, ooh. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You get a ghost Mother Abigail.
Oh, we do. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Jedi ghost.
I was just gonna say that.
Her blue hue coming through.
It's bad, but it's fun. It's interesting. And the part I like about the last episode is those, like you said, Nadine kills herself, which she does. It's the people who are putting up with Randall going, I'd rather die than continue this.
Yeah.
It's that sort of stuff that I find interesting. The people like that episode should be called the Betrayal Part 2, really, because most people betray him. And because at this point he hasn't really set his plans, he hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
You don't know what he's doing. They kind of gloss over him. He's just setting up these evil characters. That's really all he's doing, is controlling a couple people.
But in this next episode, is it basically a flag heavy episode?
He's in a lot more.
Okay.
Him and Nadine have some long scenes together. That's what they cut up all the stuff with them walking. So there's good stuff cut up with that. It's just they walk for a fucking while. And
I'm going to assume Marvin the Martian dies.
You know who dies?
Ralph.
Everyone.
Oh, they all die.
Everyone.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured everybody was going to die.
Not everyone, but it's close. It's close.
Does Gary Sinise die?
It's close.
Oh shit! Oh no! I wasn't expecting Gary Sinise to die.
I won't say anything. I'm not saying anything.
Oh man!
Yeah, we'll do part 4 sometime this week. Maybe tomorrow, Monday.
Maybe I might be busy tomorrow. I might not be able to do it.
All right.
I got stuff going on in the morning.
I just want to finish up the 94th.
I can probably do it at night.
Monday,
tomorrow night.
Okay.
Like 5-ish or 6-ish. 5-ish should be fine.
Yeah,
5 or 6
off camera.
5 or 6 your time.
God, no, we're not doing that again.
Oops.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the end of this episode. It's fun. Yeah. I love this episode, even though I thought it was the bad one, the slow one. But I like Stephen King also talked about in the commentary how fucked he was when he wrote himself into this hole. He said, he goes, I came up with some idea that they start rebuilding, but then I realized, both I and the characters realized we're exactly where we were before. It's just going to happen again.
Yeah.
He goes, how the fuck do I get out of this? So I stopped writing. And he goes, usually if I stop writing a project for 2 weeks, it's it's the death note for it. I don't come back to it. He goes, no, I took some walks, and walks are fucking boring. So
and then he got hit by a bus. He got hit by a van.
He said he came up with the idea to get them out of it, and that's what we're going to watch after this. The whole idea that got him out of that was Harold blowing him up. So I like that. I like Harold blowing him up because it does send a shockwave. Like, oh shit, this is.
It makes sense that would happen. Like that. That's the most narrative. That's the narrative choice you'd have to go with anyway.
It's just
you gotta have somebody. Yeah.
It's just funny thinking about his writing prospect or ideas, because they're here, and he's like, what the fuck happens now?
Right.
So he had come up with an idea to get Harold and Nadine involved. So it makes a lot of sense, and really sets up every single episode of The Walking Dead after this.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It happens all the time in The Walking Dead.
No.
All right.
But yeah, so far so good. I give this one an 8 again. I'd say it's pretty much an 8 all around so far. Yeah. It's pretty solid.
This one has an exact 7 on IMDb.
Oh.
The next episode, though, has a 6.9, so a little bit.
Wow, kind of tips down.
So first episode.
It's always bad for a finale if it dips below the penultimate episode.
Episode 2 is a 7.3. Episode 1 is a 7.6.
I could see that.
According to this, it goes, woo.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of that's how it is with all these things. Yeah. They start off strong and they just kind of go down.
I'd also give it an 8. Parts of this, though, I really do enjoy this. This might be my favorite episode. I could consider a 9. I don't know. But I'm gonna stick with 8. It doesn't really. It just got some things I like a lot more, but some of the scenes like Nadine and Harold are just way too long.
Well, the only reason I would say this is an 8 is because of the retard being hypnotized into saying, "You guys don't want me because I'll have a dummy retard kid with a woman." Like, that's probably the only down vote I'll get for this. It's kind of a silly. They hypnotize him, which I don't know where that comes from at all.
Well, it's a doozy of an idea.
But who was the hypnotist? They knew they had a hypnotist the whole time?
I guess so. Maybe they're like hypnotism for dummies.
Yeah, what the shit? I was just like, and who had the idea? I guess Chuck or Rob Lowe had the idea.
It was a doozy of an idea too.
I don't believe in God, but he believes in you, Rob Lowe.
I believe Nick has an idea here, and it's a doozy.
And it's a doozy.
I hate that fucking line.
That's a Stephen King line. That's an absolute Stephen King line.
Well, everything with Stephen King I always talk about is 1950s, 80s.
Yes.
Everything it looks like the 80s, but they talk like they're out of the 50s.
Yep, absolutely. And it's always a shoo-wop song in the background. Yep. It's always the Greasers in molestation. That's the three M's: molestation, shoo-wop, music, and Greasers. So, I don't know.
Greasers.
Yes.
I like how your 3 M's only one started with an M.
That's it. Yeah, no, I thought I had something going there, and I did.
Well, it's like the 3 R's: reading,
writing, and arithmetic.
Does not start with an R, and arithmetic does not start with an R either.
No. Well, rest, relaxation, and recovery, was it the 3 R's? Is that what it is?
There's also reduce, reuse, and recycle.
That's right. Yeah, which they don't do that anymore either.
No.
We can't do cans anymore. They won't. They don't get the money that you used to get for recycling cans and bottles anymore. It sucks. It's like there's no point.
In Hawaii, I had to use paper straws on drinks with boba. Can you imagine using paper for boba?
Paper straws are shit. I don't use them.
But the boba is exactly the size of the straw. So and it's stuck, and you have to.
I hate boba. Though. I tried boba once. I couldn't do it. It's too gross. I don't like balls of
I just want
tar.
In my mouth.
Yeah, balls going in your throat. Oh, that's a good. Like that.
Meal and a drink.
No, thank you. I keep that separate, like my races.
Yeah. But remember that Orbits? It came in a little bottle.
Yeah,
had boba too, but that was my first experience with that, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" But it was
like gold Schlager with a flecks of gold in it. That's gross to me. I don't understand that. But I don't like things floating in my liquid. That's just gross to me.
Do you like walnuts in your brownies?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I just
that makes sense to me.
I didn't like that until I was like 25.
I don't like fruit in my salad though.
I only like the craisins.
Like I raspberries and shit like that. I'll pick them out, but I won't eat them with the salad. I usually take them separate. I just don't like fruit and salad mixed.
When you say take them separate, I picture you put them in a little bag in your pocket, and I'll eat these.
Yes, I'll eat these later. Thank you. Go to Panera Bread. Hello.
Can you put these on my sandwich,
please?
This loose baggie of salad scraps.
I know you don't want me to have a dummy retard kid with a woman. I work here at Panera Bread.
All right, let's get out of here. We're at the limit here.
So I'll watch the last episode tonight, and then we'll do it tomorrow night, and we'll wrap this up, and then we'll start watching the new one. That's gonna be rough.
I'm only excited because I've seen this one 25 times. I want to watch the new version. So I'm in a bit of a different situation than you are. I want some new stand in my life, and I know in 2 episodes from now, I'm going to be like, why the fuck did I want this in my life? But like I said, I'm going to give it a chance. I just want to see what they do different.
Well, just with IMDb rating being 5.4, that just shows you that it's not good.
Well, let me.
That's not a good sign.
Episode 1 has a 6.9. Episode 2 has a 6.6. Episode 3 has a 6.7. 4 has a 6.9. 5, 7.0. 6 has a 6.5. 7 has a 6.6. 8 has a 6.4. Oh, God.
Wow.
9 has a 5.3. So we
see
the downward trajectory. It drops off
bad.
far.
That's real bad. That's like maudlin, and all of a sudden, done. Fuck you. It's like Flagship going,
So it sounds like the episodes themselves aren't going to be that bad for a while. Like, they're good, they're decent, but as a whole, it doesn't work.
No,
so it's going to be interesting to review.
Well, because the Stan story is pretty simple.
Yeah.
So, but again, out of sequence, that doesn't bode well, and I don't know. Well, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. Are we going to do each episode by itself, or are we going to do at least 2-3 episodes at a time? Okay.
No, we're doing each one by itself.
Okay. Ooh.
Because they're 50 minutes. So
yeah, they're only an hour. It's short, so that's not bad. All right. 9
parts, and we'll watch that train wreck and describe it, unfortunately. But let's get out of here. LAWstudios.com. Go there. YouTube.com/Loitering in Wonderland. You can check out this show. You can also watch our Twilight Zone reviews and our anthology series reviews and our John Carpenter, John Frankenheimer, Nick Cage reviews, all on the YouTube page. Until next time. And in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Dick Ticket.
So long, citizens.
Good day.
So long, Stephen King. Get back on cocaine.
I'm still alive.
Making more dummy retard books.
I'll make a movie about a retard that molests Greece.